Hello and welcome to IELLO. Today we show you how to play Unmatched Adventures. Travel back to the pulp fiction of the mid-20th century with world-threatening enemies, unlikely heroes, great scientific breakthroughs and the very first superhero. You play together to defeat Mothmen or to defend the planet against an army of invading Martians. In any case, evil minions will help them. In Unmatched Adventures, you play together without animosity between players. Work together to stop their evil plans. Of course, you can use these heroes for your other unmatched battles or bring other unmatched heroes into the adventures. Unmatched Adventures, Tales to Amaze, is for 1 to 4 players, takes between 20 and 60 minutes and is for heroes of 9 years and older. The core rules are the same as any other game of Unmatched, so we will start with those. Place the board in the center of the table. The field is made up of circular spaces. Each can contain 1 fighter. Spaces that are joined by a line are adjacent. You can move your fighters over these lines. Each space has a color and sometimes even more than 1 color. All the spaces in a certain color together are a zone. Each player chooses a hero and takes the corresponding character card, action cards, hero miniature, sidekick tokens if any, health tiles and other components for their hero. Shuffle your action cards into a draw pile and take 5 cards in hand. The youngest player places their hero in the space with the diamond one in it. Place the sidekicks on separate spaces in the same zone. All the other players do the same. The player with the hero on diamond 1 takes the first turn. Each turn you must take 2 actions. You can take the same action twice if you want. There are 3 actions to choose from. Maneuver. Draw the top card from your draw pile. You must do this. Then you may move your hero and or sidekicks up to the number of spaces on your character card. You can move through friendly characters and sidekicks but not through opponents. When you move, you can choose to play an extra card from your hand to add the boost value to your movement. Then discard the card. During your turn you can have more than 7 cards in your hand, but if you have more than 7 cards at the end of your turn, you must discard to 7. In some way is your draw pile your lifeline, since you never reshuffle your discard pile. When your draw pile has run out, you lose 2 life points for each card that you have to draw, but you cannot draw. Scheme. Choose a scheme card from your hand and declare which fighter will resolve the scheme card. Play it and resolve it, then this card goes to your discard pile. Attack. First declare a target. Fighters who fight in melee need to stand adjacent to their opponent. Ranged fighters need to be adjacent or in the same zone to be able to attack them. Second, the attacker chooses an attack card from their hand and plays it face down. The defender may choose to play a defense card. This icon means attack. This icon means defense, and this indicates a versatile card that can be used for both. Under the icon it says who can use this card. Reveal both cards at the same time. Third, you resolve the cards that were played. The power of the attack or defense is in the left corner. But first look at the effect. Immediate effects are resolved right away. During combat are resolved during the fight. If 2 effects occur at the same time, resolve the defender's effects first. Next, apply the combat damage. The attacker deals the power of the attack minus the power of the defense. The defender adjusts their health dial accordingly. A defender never deals damage to the attacker, even if their defense power is greater than the attack power. Then resolve the after combat effects. Place all played cards on the discard piles of the owners. After your 2 actions, it's your opponent's turn. When a fighter is reduced to 0 health for any reason, they are defeated and removed from the battlefield. When your hero is defeated, you have lost the game. There's also a team play mode and a free-for-all mode available. In Unmatched Adventures, Tales to Amaze, you battle cooperatively against one of the 2 villains included in this set, Mothmen or the Martian invader. Each has its own objective. The villain wins if he completes his objective 4 times or if all the players' fighters, both heroes and sidekicks, are defeated. Every time the villain completes their objective, things get harder for the heroes. The heroes win if they defeat the villain by reducing the villain's health to 0. Choose the main villain and minions equal to the number of players. Place the board with the chosen villain's side up. Place the threat marker on space 1 of the threat track. Shuffle the villain's action deck. Set the health of the villain to 10 health per player. The villain miniature goes to space 5 on the board. Also shuffle the action deck for each minion that participates in the battle. Each minion has 10 health. The minions are placed on any empty space adjacent to the villain. The heroes are placed on any empty starting space and follow the setup of the core rules. Now build the initiative deck. Take the initiative card for each minion and for the villain and add the cards for the heroes, depending on the space on which they choose to start. Shuffle them. Each villain has their own setup. Mothman has 4 covered bridges that should be placed at random on the spaces on the board. Place a Doom token on the first bridge. A hero fighter can remove Doom tokens by discarding a card when he ends a maneuver action next to a bridge. Remove Doom tokens equal to the boost value. Additionally, they may use the special ability that comes with each bridge. During the game, you will be placing Doom tokens on bridges. If you can't place a Doom token, the threat marker goes 1 up. Martian Invader has a board with numbered fields. It will send its invaders into these fields. When you cannot place an invader, since their numbers are restricted, the threat marker goes 1 up. Depending on the number of players, you shuffle Martian invasion cards into the initiative deck. They will cost you cards or cause wounds when you are next to invaders. Players can remove 1 invader when they finish a maneuver action next to an invader. You are ready to start playing. Each round starts by revealing an initiative card. The tarantula will take its turn. When it is finished, the next initiative card is turned. Player 3 takes their turn, and so on. Leave the initiative cards on the table because they determine the order of the end of round effects. Enemies have a few special rules. On their turn, they determine the closest target and check if it is within range. If so, they move towards it, following the shortest route. They can't move through heroes or sidekicks. The players choose where the enemies will go if 2 targets are equally distant. Next, they attack. When they attack you or you attack them, draw an enemy card. Each enemy has their own draw pile. At the top of the enemy card is the enemy's name and the name of the card. To the right is the boost value. Underneath you see the value of their attack for when they attack you, and the value of their defense for when you attack them. Next to the values is the box with the immediate, before combat and after combat effects. Pay attention to the grey boxes. Some effects only occur when the enemy attacks or defends. Some always occur. The rules for attacking and defending are the same as in the regular game. After the attack or defense, the cards go to separate discard piles. Every enemy has its own discard pile. There is 1 special card in each enemy deck, Deception. When this card goes to the discard pile, all the cards are shuffled into a new draw pile. This way, an enemy never runs out of cards. If an enemy cannot reach a hero or a sidekick, they don't move or attack at all. Instead, the threat level is advanced by 1. After the last card of the initiative deck is played and all fighters have taken their turns, resolve the end of round effects that you can find on the bottom of the initiative cards. Resolve them from left to right. One of the effects will be that the threat track progresses. If the threat marker reaches the end of the track, the villain reaches its objective. Mothman destroys a bridge. The Doom tokens on the bridge are placed on the next bridge with the lowest number. The bridge itself is placed on the track at the top of the board. Mothman immediately resolves the 2 effects that are connected with the destroyed bridge space that you just filled. The Martian invader has sent aliens into the fields. If you cannot place an alien, the track goes up, and at the end of the track the invasion is advanced by placing a marker. The threat marker goes back to square one. Shuffle the initiative deck and start a new round by revealing the first initiative card. The game ends when the villain is defeated and the players win, or when the villain achieves its objective for the 4th time or all of the players' fighters are defeated. Then obviously the players lose. Here the Adventures game differs from regular Unmatched. You continue playing even when your hero is defeated if you still have sidekicks left. You are only eliminated when all your fighters go down, hero and sidekicks. The players can still win the match as long as one of their fighters is standing. Amazing events have been added to the box as an extra. Draw an amazing event at the beginning of the game when you need more of a challenge. This is how you play Unmatched Adventures. We hope you enjoy the game, so let us know in the comments. Also be sure to drop any questions or comments that you have. See you next time at IELLO. Bye!